But yes, basically what I'm trying to say is God always kept me near to him. Even through a child. Like, it was a lady throughout the I ain't gonna call her a lady. That was my spiritual mother in real life. If anybody can find Pastor Tina Wilhite of the Youth House Rescue Mission, and I forgot Brother Wilhite name. Wilbert. I think his name is Wilbert Wilhite. If Albert or Wilbert, something like that, Wilhite. Please tell them people to call me, contact me or something. I have been trying to reach them my whole life. Since I left that neighborhood, I've been trying to reach these people. I love them. I just want to thank them. I just want to thank them for doing what they're doing. I just want to thank them for all the time that they put into these communities, all the children's life that they saved, knowing and unknowing. Because it was me that they touched. It was me, you know. I spoke in tongues for the first time at 10 years old because of her. That lady was such an inspiration to me. She helped me. She guided me. Like that lady, I remember one day she was so happy for the rapture. She put peace in my heart about it. Like, she crying tears of joy. Like, I can't wait for Jesus to come back. It was her. It was always her. Pretty, come close mommy door. Close your door. But if it wasn't for Pastor Tina, I wouldn't know God like I know God today. I wouldn't have... Close my door. I wouldn't have God in my... Close my door, please. Thank you. All the way. All the way. All the way. I wouldn't know God how I know God today. I wouldn't know the Bible if it wasn't for her. The Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans. I'm pretty sure it's so many girls in our neighborhood, and boys too, that she saved to even know a little bit about God, a little bit about Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I just want to thank her. Her name is Pastor Tina Wilhite. Youth House Rescue Mission. I be looking her up all the time. If I could show you how much I actually searched for this lady, I just want to tell her thank you. I just want to thank her. You know, because I know she probably knows she touched people, but she don't know how much. You know, it's so much I remember. I can remember the olive oil on the palm of this lady's hand touching my forehead. I can remember. You know, I want to thank her because it was her. It was her prayers. Trust me, it was, who kept and led me to this place that I got to today through God, you know. But and it's like I just want to be that in return to so many children, man, because they don't know. We don't know. It's so much stuff that we've been through that we, you know what I'm saying, we didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like we kids, we innocent. We did not know. You know, we didn't know to have. We didn't know. You know, but we had people like that knew. But yeah, so I've been through a lot in my life, you know what I'm saying? It's like even from bad relationship, bad friendships, you know what I'm saying? Like people holding on, like I wouldn't say I got a problem, but you know, like I've been said, I'm loyal, you know? So it's like I'm loyal to people that I love, and sometimes that be the wrong people to be loyal to. And it's like I won't let nobody else in because I'm holding on to these people and they showing me who they are. Like a lot of them, they remind me of, listen, I don't love you as much as you love me. The way that you love me is not the way that I love you. But I still love them. I still try. I still try to push and pull. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like, whew, life's happening for us, you know? But I don't know. I just wanted to come up here and talk about that today. And yeah, I know it's a little short story time. But I just wanted to get it out and get it off my chest because God told me to. So I just wanted to let it all be known, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I know it was kind of all over the place, but thank you. And please subscribe to my channel. Please like, comment, and share, just so this can reach all the other other mothers out there, and mothers of young girls, you know, just to keep an eye on them. And sometimes it don't be the men, sometimes it don't be the boy. It do most times, but it be them girls too. It be the older women, the older friends, the older, you know what I'm saying, people who got that spirit on them, you know, and it don't be their fault. It's like, especially like her, I'm not gonna blame a 12, 13-year-old girl, because like I said, I don't know her story, you know, and hopefully this will give her the courage for her to say it today, because I know she would know. She was my friend when I was 5 and 6, 5 years old. I know if she see this, if she ever come across this, she's gonna feel it on her heart like, dang, she's talking about me. I already know. And I just bless you. I bless your heart. I love you. I always do. I always did. I didn't even look at it as molestation until God brought it on me one day. last week during my fast. And it's like, I told you, I opened my eyes out of the prayer, and I'm looking at her like, me too. Like, me too. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff to say. Just continue. Stay tuned. I don't know why I came back on this thing laughing, but it's like I want to let it all out for real. Like, if I could talk about the times that listen, God has kept me. When I say that man has kept me, it's so much stuff that I even been through those toxic relationships, through those bad relationships. I'll never forget the time like this man hit me. He hit me in my eyeball and blacked my eye. And I remember I took a butcher's knife, like one of those thick knives, the ones that go thick to thin. I took one of them knives and I tried to stab this man in his stomach area. He could have died. When I say the knife broke, I mean the knife broke. The knife broke. The metal blade broke on his hip bone. I ran so fast in that bathroom. That boy picked up that blade and came and chased me with it. I was scared. That's not funny, but I have stabbed people. And that's like even the time what I was talking about with my the first love or whatever, the first love, when I stabbed him and his hand was hanging off. I'm so glad that happened. I was aiming for his heart. And I stabbed him and he caught the knife. That's how I ended up getting his hand. And I thank God for that too. When I say God has kept me, God has really kept me. And it's like I done did so much stuff blacking out, man, that I don't like that about myself. That was something that I'm like, enemy, you don't got no power over me. Ain't no more blacking out. You better take control. But yeah, I always still, even in the midst of that, man, God has kept me. Even in the midst of my sin, he was right there with me. That man has kept me. And I think it's all through the grace and it's through prayer. People pray for me. It was other people prayers. And I always knew God. It's not nan one of those every relationship that I've been in, I guarantee all of them, any man that I ever talked to, they could always say I brought them to God. I talked about God. I never was too far gone. I might have came out the house, like I might have been in the yard playing, but I never left the gate. I never left the gate. Only when I blacked out, I say I really left the gate, because that was evil. You don't stab people. You don't run people over. You don't try to kill people. But besides a blackout, I never really left the gate, and I want to let it all out. I'm gonna let all my secrets out, all my past demons. I'm gonna let it all out, because this could help somebody. Because at the end of the day, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect at all. And I done been through some things, you know what I'm saying? And I felt isolated. I felt rejected, by my own mother, my own father. I felt rejected. Like, it's just little stuff like this that bothers me, because, most of my math teachers, they my favorite teachers, and I was their favorite student. And I'm pretty sure they still remember me. It's a lot of them. I always had higher graded classes. Like if I was in the 10th, I was in the 12th grade class. If I was in the 9th, I was in the 11th grade class. When I was in the 8th, I was in the 10th. Like that is the story of my life. That is who I am. I love math. I love numbers. But I failed the 7th grade. I got held back because I thought I was too cute. Like I went to school with lip gloss in the mirror, and I used to be writing on the paper every day, rating the boys in the class from 1 through 10 and passing the paper around so all the girls could rate it. Rate the girls 1 through 10, pass it around so all the boys to rate it. That's what I did all day in my first 7th grade year. But then I flunked. I failed that grade, and I had to show them, oh, baby, I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. I was just like, I was playing with y'all. Those was jokes. You hear me? So I had to let the people know, like, no, I'm not an F student for real. I was playing. I'm an A student. Let me show you. And I'm so glad that it happened like this, because I had my one of my favorite math teacher. He will always be my favorite, Mr. Pierre. I don't care. That's my favorite teacher. He gonna be my favorite teacher in my life, because he believed in me and he saw me. Remember, the first 7th grade year I had him F3 up. I ain't care. Remember, I got transferred from Northern. Northern was the school where I hit that lady. Well, I hit that lady when I was in the 6th grade, so I was bad at that school. You come over Lake Stevens and try, they gonna flunk you, okay? You try it over here, and they're gonna flunk you, okay? But anyway, so I remember, in the second seventh grade year, that I had with him, I'm his favorite student. I'm cream of the crop. That's what he used to always say. I never forget the time when we was taking the test. I tell everybody this story because that's how it stood out to me, that like, oh, you girl, you ain't just smart in math, like you like a genius in math. You hear me? But I remember one time, I remember I had to leave school early. I went to talk to him, because that was my favorite teacher. And I was letting him know, listen, it's my little, lady time or whatever, and I'm going home early. I had cramps very much bad, like very much. I had cramps so bad, in middle school or whatever. So I remember going to tell him because I didn't want him to think that I was, bad and like skipping his class or nothing like that. That was my teacher. I loved him. So I went in. I told him, like I'm gonna go home or whatever. He was like, hey, Jay. Either he called me Jay or Miss Monroe, either one. But he was like, Jay, come do the test real quick. It ain't gonna take that long for you to do the test. Like, he believed in me. He knew it ain't gonna take me that long. My mom was downstairs waiting on me. I remember sitting in the back of the class by the computers, and I remember taking the test real quick. So, and then I left. That's the class probably just was sitting down. They was just not, the bell just ringing. They just sitting in there ready to ring, take the test. They getting ready for the test themselves. I probably took the test by like 5-10 minutes. 5 minutes, 6 minutes, I don't know how long. I know it was short. I got up, I'm cramping, I'm mad. I gotta go, Mr. Pierre, get your paper. I remember the next class period, how mad and angry he was with that class. That man slammed every paper on the desk, mad, saying everybody's last name mad. He got to my name, cream of the crop. He's he was like, like mad at them because it's like everybody failed the test but me. Like, everybody. I didn't even have a whole class period to do it, and they did. I mean, set apart. That's what I mean. That's the type of stuff that I'm used to. You get me? That was my life from then point on out. You get me? So he mad at everybody else in the class, and and I'm cream of the crop. Baby, I got this. This numbers are my thing. I do that. I do that in my sleep. So yeah, but just fast forward to say, it's like the second seventh grade year, that seventh grade year kind of set the mode for me as a student. Like, because once I did that year, okay, eighth grade, oh baby, you in algebra and geometry, you are no longer on eighth grade level. We see your test scores, we see your FCAT scores, we see what you can do. You gonna be up there, over there. You going up there. You hear me? So yeah. So even with science, I remember the first day being in science, and it was being advanced honor science, and I asked my teacher, I'm like, Miss Bird, because I had her seventh grade year, then she was she moved up to eighth grade, and I'm like, Miss Bird, I'm supposed to be in this class. Yes, you do, Jamisha. I put you in this class. Well, okay. Advanced and honors, and that was math, that was science, that was every subject, reading, that was everything. Math, I carried that same thing. I remember being in math class getting angry. Gotta remember, they in the 10th or the 11th grade, most of the students in the class. I'm a ninth grader. I used to get mad with Mr. McLeod. I could hear him, come on now, Jimmy, now come on. He said, Mr. McLeod, why you gotta say this again? Why you repeating the lesson we did 5 times again? I'm mad in class, like math was my thing. But I'm just saying this to say the spirit of rejection, because my math teachers love me. They always did. I promise, every math teacher I ever had really clean to me. They loved how I love math with them. Like, they got a friend, you know what I'm saying? But I'll never forget the time. This was recently. My mama, last year, 2 years ago, my mama looked me in my eyes and told me, you wasn't never in no advanced or no honors class. And I'm like, wow, that shows how much this lady really pay attention to me. But anyway, I had to let her know, like, because she was at the post office still. And I was like, yeah, the girl that you work with at the post office, I was like, ask her, because she was actually in one of my classes, because I never had classes with none of my friends. But she was in one of them. She was smart in math, too. I had to ask her, like, since you don't believe that about me, like, what I'm allowed about it? Because she talking to it with my younger sister, and she telling my younger sister, and she was, like, bragging, I guess, like, about her being in advanced in honors. And I was like, yeah, I carried that all the way through until my 11th grade year. I didn't never see 12th grade. I got my GED from 11th grade year, But me carrying that with, you know what I'm saying? It's like, baby, no, I could have graduated at 11th grade. I dropped out of school because I started smoking marijuana. And I didn't feel like I fit in. By the time I got to high school, I was already inside of this mindset that I have now. Like, I gotta be isolated. I don't want to claim introvert, but I'm very much an introvert. Like, if you want to go by the definition, but I'm very outgoing with people that I love and that I know. But then when I'm around crowds that I gotta peep out and see how everybody act and react and all that, I stay to myself until I get, everybody's personality out. But man, listen, I don't know. It's a time with these people. I remember it's a time. It's a time with these people. Okay, but you gotta learn the spirit of rejection. You get adopted by God. You get adopted by Jesus. You get adopted by God. So you don't have to worry about people not liking you, not loving you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will always trust me. God set you aside for a reason. God set you aside for a reason. It's a reason why you're by yourself. It's a reason why you isolated. It's a reason. But I also wanted to touch down on one more thing. Because I don't know. But that's all I was going to say to y'all. Because I talk too much. But I don't be want to talk too much. But I do want to let y'all know everything. But I don't want to, let y'all all up in my business. I'm just playing. But I know this video been all over the place. I really just was trying to let it all out. All the things that I felt like I was holding on to and, keeping with me and taking with me. I just want to let it all out. And I thank y'all and I love y'all. I love y'all with the same love that God loved me with. I love y'all. I promise genuinely. Like, I am not a bad person. Like, you know what I'm saying? I stay to myself a lot, and I may do the mugs and them faces. But I'm the most sweetest person you ever meet in your life. And that's just in real life. Like, I love everybody. I try to help everybody. Find Pastor Tina for me. But yeah, I did want to touch base on. I forgot about that. Even about me sleeping with women and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, when that thing was on me, that demon was on me, because it's like, I don't even like women. I don't like no vagina. I don't like none of that. I don't like women. You know what I'm saying? It's like, even me going through that as a teenager, and trying to find my way. It's just so much. But thank y'all guys for living in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. There go my baby boy coming to get me. Goosey, I love you. Okay. I love you guys. I'm about to say call me back. Call me back, then. That's going to be me. Call me back, okay?